Hi, welcome back to our channel. We are Chase and Melia, and today we are reacting to a sponsored video. Thank you so much, Rebecca, for sponsoring this video. It is 17 and their live performance of Habit. And so we love that. I love live performances.
Me too.
I'm super excited about this one.
Yeah, this is our fourth time watching 17, third, fourth.
Something
We've
like that.
seen 17
Couple
a
times.
handful of times. Anyway, we're excited to watch them again. If you guys are new to our channel, we are Chase and Melia, and we are singers, we are voice teachers, we love singing, and we love talking about singing, and we like to use reaction videos as a way to help you guys and help ourselves get better at singing. So we break down techniques that we're hearing, things that we love and appreciate, and things that we think will help you improve your singing and help us improve our singing. So that's our goal in this video, and if that sounds interesting to you, be sure to stick around. Let's get started.
누군가를 계속 만나 웃어봐도 달라지는 건 없죠. 그저 어딘가에서 널 보고 있을 널 생각하면 괜히 지는 것 같죠. 참 바보 같네요 내가. 차라리 너가 좀 더 힘들었어 내 생각도 좀 하고 그랬으면 좋겠어. 모두 아무렇지 않고 싶은데 그토록 널 부르던 나의 입술이 그저 말라가는 걸 느끼며 너 깨달았어 이 버릇처럼 너를 부르며 애타게 찾았었다고. 그때처럼 널 감싸 안아며 웃고 싶다고 내게 말하고 싶어.
Wow.
That was gorgeous.
It's so
That was
good.
a bunch of good singing.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. So you thought, and it says this in parentheses, so I probably should have also thought, that it was just the vocal unit.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely right.
Totally just the vocal unit.
Oh my gosh.
Because if you didn't know, like let's say you're here watching this video and you don't know 17, there aren't 17 members.
Yeah.
It's a trick.
It's a
guys.
trap.
It requires some math to learn how many members there
13 plus 4 of them.
Groups.
Also.
Exactly.
And then
One.
Wait.
No, it's like
wait, 13 members,
three
three
groups,
groups, one voice.
Voice? Okay,
One
wait. I think I
band?
missed it. We sound sarcastic, but
I'm not
it's
sarcastic.
genuinely that we're confused.
I'm confused.
But anyway,
It's okay.
So I don't know the
It's
chances.
great.
I don't know the chances you'd be here and not know who 17 is. But let's just say that's the thing. So what we are looking at right now is the vocal unit. So they have different units in the greater group, and so this is even more our jam. Watching
Oh my gosh.
the vocal unit of 17
Just the-
because
just
the
the
singing,
singer. Just the
yes,
singers.
the singing. Okay.
And not to disparage the rappers, the dancers, or
No,
any of that kind
that's a
of stuff.
skill and-
But that's this is the only thing we kind of know about.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh! And so first thing that surprised me, I believe his name is Woozy.
Was he number 3, number 1, number 2?
He was number 2.
Oh,
so
okay,
he was the
okay.
second guy. And in the Killing voice, I felt like he kind of sang a little more, and like, you know, this is all probably a choice,
Right.
but it's just what I heard from the last time I heard him singing a
Yeah.
lot was it was really right here, and it wasn't. It was like super resonant, but it didn't have a lot of size. It kind of sounded small, and what he just sang just there was really nice and full, and had I would say a good balance of that really wonderful resonance that we talk about all
Yeah.
the time, and also just that full breath and that full send of just everything else that's going on.
Absolutely. There's an example of something that I want to talk about. Okay, I want to point out, I think this is Junghan. I want to point out how I believe that this melody is really tricky, and he does a really great job navigating because there's a big leap, right? And it's descending too, which is tricky to stay in tune. So let's listen to this.
내 생각도 좀 하고 그랬으면
the, right? Maybe?
La 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 la, na 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 na.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See?
it's gorgeous.
It's hard.
Well-
really gorgeous.
So one thing that I really love is how he just seamlessly flows up through his break into his head voice falsetto, whatever people want to freak out about calling it, and just has the same kind of fullness and really beautiful sound
Absolutely.
that he does singing lower. It's right about here.
Oh my God.
And he flips up for that high one. And then he comes back down. It's really beautiful.
But I feel like that lower note still has that like height of his head voice, but it's not like floaty and airy. Like it still
Yeah.
had so much resonance.
Yeah, it has the same kind of timbre as the rest of the singing.
I just thought it was really beautiful, and it's super subtle. You know,
Yeah.
it's like I think it's interesting too because that can so easily be overlooked compared to like DK singing because of the type of singing, and that's in general like belters and bigger singing. It obviously draws more attention in general. But
flashier.
It's flashier. That's a
Yeah.
great way to put it.
It's like runs.
Exactly.
You know, it's like
It's
when people
exactly
do a
like runs.
thousand runs and it's like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. But then
Yeah.
you're like, but you know, is it too much?
Right.
Yeah, I'm really loving kind of getting to pick apart each of the vocal units' voices. You know, like I said, I don't think I knew Woozy could sound like that. And I think they're all doing a really good job, you know, being intentional about bringing the same kind of feeling toward this song.
Yep.
That it's just really, it's seamless. Them switching back and forth is like really cohesive.
Absolutely. I think so too. I'm excited about this.
Just watch it.
스면 좋겠어 어둠을 물어주고 싶은데 그토록 널 부르던 나에게 입술이 바짝 말라가는 걸 느끼며 너 깨달았어 이 버릇처럼 너를 부르며
So I have to talk about Sungwon really quick. I hope I'm saying that right. But he has, I think, the first time, you know, this is the first time they're kind of breaking the vibe.
Oh, for sure.
And they're introducing, you know, the big beltier parts. And I would say even, you know, we talk about DK a lot, but he's bringing a lot more, I would say, throatiness. Just, it's really rich. But, you know, we always, you know, I think the reason why I'm going to bring up DK is because I've studied DK. You know, I've really kind of tried to pick him apart. And where DK would go, la 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 la, na, Sungwon is, no.
Totally. It's a different timbre.
It's a totally different timbre, and it's a different approach
Absolutely.
too. And like, you know, one thing that we say all the time is that there's nothing that's good or bad. It's all just colors.
Yeah.
And I really am enjoying the color, especially in this part when they want to like kind of dig in and make it big.
It's a total dynamic shift.
Yeah,
Like, you could tell
they
that.
were like light and floaty, and this is just you know, gritty and powerful.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really cool observation for sure.
깨달았어 이 버릇처럼 너를 부르며 애타게 찾았었다고 그때처럼 널 감싸 안아주고 싶다고 내게 말하고 싶어 눈을 감고 하나 둘 세어보면 어느새 잠이 들어 꿈속에서도 널 나도 모르게 찾고 잊어버리고 싶어
Also, I'm sorry I keep stopping, but I don't know if you guys have ever tried to sing really softly and intimately, but with full kind of phonation,
yeah.
resonance, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
It's really difficult, and it
Absolutely.
actually takes more air.
Absolutely.
More air than it does to sing loud. It's really, you're almost kind of like, I use this analogy when I teach. You're fogging a mirror. You're
That's
like,
exactly.
la 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 la, na na na. It's all
That's a
right
great
here.
imagery
It's
for
really
that.
interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're a good teacher.
If you want voice lessons, come check out our website. We do this.
I
for a
think
living.
that that's just like, I don't know, those are the subtleties like we always talk about in our videos of like good versus great singers and like
Yeah.
good versus great singing, because it's subtle, right? Like, again, that's not a super impressive vocal line. That's not a really big, dynamically exciting or
Interesting,
interesting. But that's still good singing. And so that's what's cool.
I would say it's great.
It's great singing,
right?
exactly.
The difference, and
Yeah.
a professional like these guys, singers at this level can take an uninteresting vocal line or passage or melody or whatever and make it interesting.
Yeah.
They make you want to listen to
Absolutely.
it. They make you not want to stop. They make it,
Yeah.
something that kind of builds and
Yeah.
sets a tone.
And that's not just a coincidence. Like, that's intentional singing, and that's ultimately, I think our point is that's technique.
Yeah,
right? Like,
absolutely.
Technique is just like knowing your voice and knowing what choices to make and making a choice, right?
These
It's having
guys
intention.
all know exactly what
Exactly.
they're doing and why.
Absolutely.
싶던 그날은 거짓 말인가 봐요. 아니죠. 오히려 버릇이 들었는지 지금도 떠오르는 너에게 이런 말이라도 잊고 싶은가 봐요. 차라리 너가 좀 더 힘들었어. 힘들었어 내 생각도 좀 하고 그랬으면 좋겠어.
That was that
He gets
same,
the same line
that
every
same,
time.
"Ooh." It's
He
because
does
it's
such
gorgeous.
a beautiful job with
and
that.
I don't know if we can hear it. It's almost like we would describe it as a yodel.
Yodel, yeah.
That's a less beautifully musical version
Absolutely.
of that, where he's letting his voice flip a little bit, and it just sounds so nice.
It takes a lot of control, and not control. It's like
Physically.
It's not control
You have to, like,
physically.
let it
exactly. It's the opposite. It's a lot of like discipline and mental focus, right?
I would
Intention.
I would say free singing.
It's free
You have
singing.
to be so grounded and loose.
Yeah, maybe
here.
control is the exact opposite word.
No, but I think
it's
you're
just
right,
a different
though.
place of the control.
You have to have the discipline
Yeah.
and the training, or maybe just some people
mind
just
awareness.
sing like that
Yeah.
automatically. I'm not.
That's true.
I have to really relax my my voice all the time. This is a process I'm in all the time
Yeah.
to release all the tension that I
Yeah,
sing
yeah.
with. But that flip can be so nice, and everyone
Oh, yeah.
your worst fear is to crack or something on stage. There's not much difference between that and a crack.
Absolutely.
So don't be afraid of the weird noises your voice makes.
Yes.
Sometimes you could possibly use it for something beautiful.
And I think too, like, you have to get past that hump
Yeah.
of allowing your voice to do what it's going to do, to then know how to manipulate that and manipulate in a good way, right? Like have a little bit of control over your voice and use it as an instrument, which is what these guys are very obviously doing.
Absolutely.
I really like the live vocal groups.
Oh, me too.
아무렇지 않고 싶은데 그토록 널 부르던 나의 입술이 바짝 말라 가는 걸 느끼며 너 깨달았어 이 버릇처럼 너를 부른 걸 애타게 찾았었다고 날 보고 싶어 네가 없는 지금에서 버릇이 돼버린 날 부르는 습관들 늘 지우지 못하고서 살아 그 너 때문에 그래도 참 아이시테마스 그토록 널 부르던
Okay, I have a few things I'd like to say. DK, I think one of the reasons, we're going to say this in every video where we talk about DK.
Sure.
Like, one of the reasons we love him and his voice, I would say, like, so much is because he is kind of like a full package vocalist. Like, he has not only the ability to have those softer dynamic moments and maybe even a lighter sound, but he also has that ability, obviously, to have that bigger
Belty.
powerful belty, while in our opinion maintaining clarity and resonance and not we always call it pushing, right? Like, he's
Straining.
not pushing or straining. It seems that no matter what kind of style he's singing in, so like whatever kind of dynamic he's singing in or whatever part of his range he's singing in, seems like he is constantly he's using his instrument in the same way. And I think that's why I just appreciate his singing so much and why I believe it does stand out. The other thing I want to acknowledge is when that stage starts to frickin' turn, like, watch their like legs and how they ground themselves, because I can't even imagine, like,
Yeah, that's amazing.
like, you're being moved and you have to like that just also is another testament to their abilities. Yes, you practice it, but like, singing is so physical and we
Yeah.
forget it's so physical, and then you add actual physical motion that has nothing to do with singing, you know, that's professionals. That's like,
Yeah.
that's how you're professional.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
It's really amazing. I think I have a new appreciation for Josh.
Oh, for
and
sure.
Sungwon and Woozi and you know,
All of them?
all of them. Because
I like the isolated vocal unit because it gives us a chance to.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, obviously the vocal unit's going to be
Our
something that we
favorite,
are
yes.
freaking out about.
Yeah,
But like,
totally.
hearing each one of them sing a song
Yeah,
really well,
yeah.
where everybody kind of has their moment
Moments,
to,
yeah.
and they're singing really similar lines too. So then you can see how each one takes that same line.
Yeah.
Is a real treat, and it makes me want to kind of dive in more and see if I can find more of just the vocal unit.
Yeah. I think the other thing that's really cool about groups like this, if you are a singer, you know, what's neat to see is how they bring different colors to the unit and they bring different colors to the song. And that, I think, is another huge thing that we advocate for, which is like using your own voice and not trying to sound like anybody else. Like,
You need the differences.
You need the differences. And I think what makes you unique and sound like you is what you should offer and bring to the table vocally. And I think that is why we talk about like singing is speaking and air and vowel, because none of those things are like, those are all things that we all have, but our instruments are different.
Yeah. Don't bother trying to sound like
Anybody else, yeah.
It's just a waste of time.
Absolutely.
If you liked this video, please thank Rebecca
Yes.
in the comments. She's amazing. If you like vocal stuff and you want to learn more about the voice and you want to sing more, go ahead and check out our channel. We are Chase and Melia, and we will see you soon.